So now let's take a look at access and achievement to science education in non-white majority schools. High schools that are majority Hispanic/Latinx and African American are less likely to have advanced science courses even offered at their schools. Income inequality, racial segregation in science education are causing substantial achievement gaps in upper high school science education, but it's not because of the students. In majority Hispanic/Latinx and African American schools, 51% offered upper-level physics, which was offered to 11th and 12th graders, whereas 60% of all high schools across the United States offered these courses. This article talked about mere access to these courses, not to mention the resources and quality of education minority students are receiving if they are offered these courses. Abel and Lederman wrote an article about lack of proper materials and cultural relevance contributing to a lack of achievement in African American and other minority students in science education. In programs, it was noted that improper equipment, or even no equipment at all, was being provided to the majority of science programs in non-majority white schools. In addition to this, the curriculums lack severe cultural relevance and oftentimes only taught about the white male narrative in science. In fact, when you Google the word scientist, the picture of 5 white men come up. We're not talking about contributions to science by all groups of people. When was the last time you walked into a science class and heard about Rosalind Franklin, the first female to discover the structure of DNA? Or Mae Jemison, a black woman who was a physicist and an astronaut? Or George Washington Carver, a black man who studied soil depletion from cotton and made astronomical advances in the field of agricultural technology at the time? Cultural relevance goes a long way in education, and a major factor as to why African American and other minority students aren't achieving as well is because the lack of cultural relevance is causing them a severe disconnect in the classroom, especially in science education.